So there's public reaction, okay, as Shehu Sani has commented on the statement that Gumi made. Sheikh Gumi said he is ready to dialogue with the Kaduna bandits, the bandit that took over 287 school students in Kaduna, that now the whole nation is looking for a way to free those kids. Gumi came out to say he can go and negotiate with bandits. The same thing he did when El-Rufai was the governor of Kaduna State, and he was negotiating with bandits on behalf of the state government. And I think at the point he was almost doing that on behalf of federal government with Buhari, negotiating with bandits. So that means that himself and El-Rufai, they actually know some of these bandits and their sources and their sponsors. But government will not go after them. If it's somebody in the southeast now or the south that has made this kind of comment, the next thing they will go, DSS will go and raid him. They say they are doing their job. It's crazy. So let's see exactly what Shehu Sani said and what people are reacting on. The recent statement by Senator Shehu Sani, a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party and former Kaduna lawmaker, regarding negotiating with the bandits who kidnapped pupils in Kuriga village, Chikun local government area of Kaduna State, has sparked a flurry of reactions on social media. So in a post shared on his official X, formerly Twitter, on Tuesday, Sani expressed his stance that negotiations with the bandits are acceptable as long as they do not involve the payment of a ransom. He stated, so negotiations with the bandit who kidnapped Kaduna pupils is okay as long as it will not involve payment of huge ransom. It should be a koboless negotiation. Their reported demand for outrageous ransom is sheer madness. So Sani's statement came after Islamic scholar Sheikh Gumi, Ahmad Gumi, declared his readiness to negotiate with the bandits if it will result in the release of the kidnapped victims, as reported by leadership. So the former lawmaker's perspective has polarized social media users, with some supporting the idea of negotiation to secure the pupils' safe return, while others vehemently oppose any form of engagement with the criminal elements. And so, the truth of the matter is that if this thing is happening in other parts of the world, they will ambush those places and they will rescue those kids. This is where military is supposed to show their skill. Okay? This is where, if it is London MI5, okay? If it is US, we'll talk about US Marine and some of those, what they call them, SWAT Group. So Nigeria also has SWAT Group and all those super cop individuals. This is the time to use them. And before when they're sleeping, before you know it, you ambush them and you take them out and then you rescue the kids. This is what this. In fact, if it is this time, US will now put their satellite on that location and then they monitor them closely until they close in on them and pick all of them. But here, no, because some government officials in some remote locations are involved in this banditry, they share the proceeds. How can bandits come and be asking for 4 trillion naira, asking for is it 100 or 200 horses, and be asking for 150 motorcycles? What are they going to do with it? With cash? That means that they want to, they're looking for money and looking for a way to reinforce themselves. That is not allowed. That is not allowed. So now, Gumi said he's ready to negotiate if he's allowed to secure the safe release and return of those children. And what Shehu Sani is saying here is that negotiation is acceptable provided it will not involve money. Let them go and negotiate, because those good demanded is a madness. Can't demand that kind of thing. So let's see exactly what people are saying about Shehu Sani's tweet. But Shehu Sani tweet said negotiations with the bandits who kidnapped the Kaduna people is okay as long as it will not involve payment of huge ransom. It should be a koboless negotiation. Their reported demand for outrageous ransom is sheer madness. I am still optimistic that the people will be released. Okay. So critics argue that negotiating with bandits, even without paying a ransom, sets a dangerous precedent and emboldens them to continue their nefarious activities. They assert that the government should take a firm stance against such a group and prioritize the safety and well-being of citizens. Okay, and that's why Tinubu came out to tell the security agents and the government that, look, nobody should pay ransom to bandits or the Kaduna bandits. Okay, go and release them. That's what we're saying. Whether they pay ransom or not, because that's how government will say no payment of ransom, they will pass back to handle it. And nobody will know how much or time must have gone under the bridge. Eh? And government in the first place had never been known for successful securing of kidnapped victims, starting from what they call those girls, Chibok girls that were taken away in Borno State, and then the Dapchi girls that were also taken away from school. And a lot of people have been kidnapped like that. And the army general that was taken from Kaduna NDA barrack. So all of these we know. So even this one, we're not expecting government to do miracle, because those people, they have representatives in government. That is it. And somebody say now, with the negotiate safety of the children, can you imagine? What is negotiation without money? That is it. So they can't deceive us. They will say they negotiated without money. So on what premise or what agreement will those bandits release those kids if you go negotiation without money? It's not going to be possible. They will start killing them one by one so that you know that they are serious. Safety of the children first too. Otherwise, there shouldn't be any negotiation with kidnappers in the first place. It is well. Okay, that is your view. If it won't come with huge ransom, someone I won't mention won't volunteer to be the negotiator. That is the thing now. If money is not involved, Sheikh Gumi will not, Ahmad Gumi will not be involved. It's because it's going to involve money, and Ahmad Gumi will get his own share. That is it. We know that. It seems the government is stylishly making the business more lucrative in the north. Already it is lucrative. It is lucrative. Very bad. Somebody says, so Gumi knows where they are and government is keeping quiet. That is it. That is it. If it's a Southerner that made that statement, they will go after him. They will say he is supporting terrorists. The same way somebody has come out to say Tinubu's wife should be deleted because she's an infidel. And Dr. Nano, was it not during Buhari's government that a child, a social media blogger, talked about Buhari's wife and in Facebook, on Facebook, and the guy was taken and was even thrown behind bars for a while. If not that the whole Nigeria went agog, the person would have been, would have been probably thrown to jail. But now in Tinubu's government, somebody has said it now, and they can't do anything. If it's a Southerner that said that thing, they will go after him. Everybody, all of them will be on fire. And in the comment section, somebody saying this country has very big keg or K-leg. Okay, the country has a very big K-leg. If it is Christian pastor now that is saying this, the whole Nigeria and Amajiris and Emir would have descended on him. Okay, Gumi has been a patron to bandits since and very vocal about them. But the Buhari government kept looking, and all the northern elders and governors. Okay, will this government also tolerate this man, or send him to Gaza to go and fight for Hamas? It is really a terrific one. It's terrific, I tell you the truth. Gumi and the robbers, birds of the same feather, that's what they are. That's what they are. Okay? Gumi and the advocator for bandits should be ashamed. Such cannot happen in foreign nations of the world. Gumi and the advocators should be ashamed. They know themselves. And let there be dialogue at least. Nigeria can unmask the so-called bandits. They know them. Definitely Gumi knows much about the banditry and the terrorism in the north. This Gumi must be arrested. Who will arrest him? They wouldn't want to arrest him. That is it. They wouldn't want to arrest him. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment.